racing when I was 13 years old. There was a racetrack near our house, so I could hear the cars going in the background. I just always loved being around it, the sounds and the smells, the adrenaline of it. I was lucky enough they put me in a go-kart. Then pretty quickly I won a national championship in karting. Then I was like, well, where else can I go from here? And that's when I took the step into the Skip Barber series, and I was racing open wheel. Just to drive more cars and learn more skills. That's also why I raced the Miata series too. I just love to drive, so any opportunities that I had, I'm gonna take it. And my path just happened to lead me to the Porsche GT3 Cup series. Right away, I was super quick and leading the championship there. That's when my adventure started with sponsors. Halfway through that season, I lost my sponsorship while I was leading the championship. So that was a bummer. I didn't realize, but my teammate was the owner's son. And pretty much right off the bat, there was some, I think, jealousy within the team. He wasn't super happy I was winning a lot. And so I think that probably contributed to me being kicked off the team. When you're doing well and you're leading a championship and you expect to do the whole season, and then it just, the rug gets yanked from under you. That's hard. It's really hard. Thankfully, another team saw me winning races in the GT3 Cup series and took me under their wing. And I was with Allez Motorsports in a BMW. So I was still in IMSA, now I'm getting into like endurance racing. So they put me in that car. First race, we raced at Daytona, and I'm racing with Shelby Blackstock, who's Reba McEntire's son, and we won. And that turned the heads of BMW. That was like my first factory drive. They sponsored me for 2 years. We had quite a few podiums and wins. Just had a couple races where we had bad luck, like someone ran into me and I went launching over the wall. That was an exciting time, but it was a pretty solid season. I learned a lot that year. After that, I moved into the IMSA GTD class. So I raced the Daytona 24-hour, which was an amazing experience. I was put in at 2 a.m. through 6 a.m., so it was a 4-hour stint straight. As I'm watching the sunrise at Daytona, like, it was so cool. First woman to podium globally in Super Trofeo, Lamborghini. Third in the championship, but then that sponsorship fell through. And I've podiumed or won in almost everything I've driven, but it was just like finding the long-term sponsor that was challenging for me. Racing is a very cutthroat sport. It's not just a sport, it's a business. Finding sponsorship in racing is really challenging. It's a lot of money, especially now. It's just getting more and more expensive with all the technology involved in the cars. I mean, we're talking millions. I've certainly had moments where I cry myself to sleep because I'm just maxing myself out, trying to prove that I belong out there with everybody else, and seeing other drivers that I've raced against and beat get opportunities, and I'm sitting on the couch at home, you know? So yeah, I've definitely had moments where man, should I keep going or not? Then I drive again and like, yeah, I should definitely keep doing this because I just love it. I would fly myself to the racetrack and sleep on people's couches, like just to mingle with people, meet new people. I would literally walk through the paddock, talk to every single team, to the next trailer, and just tell people who I am, show them I'm eager to drive. So just doing everything I can to make sure that my name was still somewhere really helped a lot in getting me opportunities. I have to say, deep down, I'm always thinking about driving a race car. So I always try to fit something in with racing at least every day, because I know even if I'm not training to the maximum where I would like to be, like there's a lot of drivers that have all the time in the world to train every day. And I don't have that because I have to still make money at home. just to pay the bills to get me to the tracks. I was a gardener. I was a barista. I was working at the racetrack as an instructor for a while, but then I went out and got my real estate license. I don't have my own money. I'm not walking up to a team with a check. Like, I have to work for that. Yeah, I'm kind of doing everything, I feel like. I wear many hats. My schedule is usually pretty chaotic, to be honest with you. I don't know when my last day off was. I really want to show people that every day you have a choice, and if you have a goal or a dream, you can choose to go after it, and you can choose to grow as a person. Whatever your dream is, like if you dedicate yourself to it 100%, you can make anything happen. I'm just a driver. Why do we have to focus on my gender? Lap times don't lie. The car doesn't know what gender you are. You just have to wheel it. I already knew how to drive well before I had my driver's license, which was kind of a funny dynamic. I mean, I was racing at 13, and I got into cars and was winning races in cars at 15. I remember my cheeks hurting in my helmet. I was smiling so big, and even to this day, I find that when I'm driving, I'm smiling. Honestly, anytime I'm in a car, I feel like this is my home. I don't feel like that with anything else that I've done in my life. The best drivers have a really good relationship with their race car. You have to be super fine-tuned, in touch with what the car is doing. I think that's the only way to be a good driver. You have to be very in tune with what the car is doing, because the car is always talking back to you. It's like a living organism, kind of. And your inputs into it have to agree. You can't just do whatever you want. You have to communicate with each other. So it took me a long time to learn those skills. And honestly, I'm still learning every single time I get behind the wheel. Cars are always advancing. Tires are always advancing. Tracks are always changing. So that's a never-ending learning process. As a driver, you're kind of like the quarterback of your car in the situation. I have a bunch of mechanics. I have an engineer. There's a lot of people that work around just my car alone, so I kind of have to be the leader in that.
Driving a race car is like a chess game on wheels. There is a very large physical aspect of it, but it is also extremely mental. You're strategizing how the car is handling and how you can maintain that level of pace throughout a race so that you can be there at the end to win.
I remember watching TV and seeing Danica Patrick leading the Indy 500. And that just, for me, opened a whole new spectrum of what the potential could be. So to see a woman racing directly against a man and winning was really cool for me when I was young. I was tearing up to see her leading the Indy 500.
Danica Patrick has moved out into the front. Danica Patrick is for real, and she leads.
She was just awesome. And that was who I wanted. I'm yes, I want to be you. The impact that Danica Patrick had on me when I was young, I've always wanted to be that for somebody else. Man, if I can give that back while doing what I love, oh my gosh, life complete. I had a dad come up to me on a pre-grid with his little daughter, and he was like, "My daughter thinks women can't race. You need to tell her that they can." So I bent down and I looked at her, I was like, Women can not only race, but we can win. You'll see. In that race, we were on the podium. And after that, she came up to me with a flower. And she was like, "You're right." She's like, "I want to be a race car driver." And her dad was just beaming, like, so I'm not only like affecting the little ones, but like the parents too. And it just makes me feel so good that I could do that. As a woman in racing, certainly it's brought its challenges, but I like to be challenged. Like, I'm usually like, bring it on, let's go. Women in motorsports are becoming more of the norm. I'm seeing a lot of women succeeding not just as drivers, but as engineers and mechanics. So I think maybe exposing more young girls to things that should be gender neutral would probably change a lot of how things are shaped. But yeah, in a perfect world, it would be 50-50 and we would just be drivers like everybody else, and that would be that. And I think over time, if we just become more of a force, it will change.